7 bathing mistakes seniors over 70 make every day. Have you ever wondered whether one familiar daily habit could actually be working against you after 70? For most of our lives, we've been told a daily bath or shower is the key to staying clean and healthy. I've spent my career studying daily habits that either protect or harm people as they age. What I found about bathing after 70 genuinely surprised me. The advice we followed our entire lives might actually be working against our health now, because our bodies have changed in ways we never recognized. As we grow older, our skin, muscles, and balance all change. A bathing routine that felt perfectly normal at 40 or 50 may not be healthy decades later. For many older adults, bathing too often may contribute to dry, fragile skin, increase fall risk, and make everyday life more tiring. Today, we're going through the 7 mistakes I see most often and what actually works better after 70. Let me start with your skin. After 70, your skin is not the same skin you had 20 or 30 years ago. Even if you feel healthy, your skin has been quietly changing. Most people assume wrinkles are the biggest sign of aging skin. What happens beneath the surface matters more. The outer layer becomes thinner, making it less resistant to friction. Your body produces less collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep skin firm and flexible. Oil glands become less active. Sweat production decreases. This means your skin struggles to hold on to moisture and protect itself. Here's where the mistake begins. A long, hot shower every day creates real problems. Hot water may feel soothing, especially with stiff joints, but it washes away a small amount of natural oil your skin still produces. When this happens repeatedly, your skin loses its most important protective barrier. Instead of staying soft, it becomes dry, rough, and increasingly sensitive. Perhaps you've noticed that your arms seem itchier than they used to. Maybe your legs feel tight after a shower. Perhaps you've seen small flakes of dry skin or tiny cracks around your hands during winter. These changes aren't simply a normal part of getting older. They're often signs that your skin is being stripped of more moisture than it can replace. I had a patient named Margaret, a 74-year-old retiree who loved ending each evening with a steaming hot shower. She believed it helped her relax before bed. But over time, she found herself waking in the middle of the night because her skin felt unbearably itchy. She tried different soaps and lotions, assuming they were the problem. It wasn't until her healthcare provider suggested shortening her showers, lowering the water temperature, and bathing less frequently that she noticed a remarkable difference. She slept more comfortably. The constant urge to scratch had almost disappeared. When skin becomes excessively dry, the effects go beyond discomfort. Tiny cracks can develop, creating openings where bacteria may enter more easily. For older adults, even a small break in the skin deserves attention. Constant itching can interrupt sleep, make concentration difficult, and leave you feeling irritated throughout the day. Something as simple as putting on a sweater can become surprisingly uncomfortable. This is the first mistake. Bathing too often, especially with very hot water, may actually do more harm than good after 70. Your skin is trying to protect itself. The daily shower routine that worked at 40 is now working against your health. Now let's talk about infection. Most of us were raised to believe that more washing always means fewer germs. That makes sense when we think about cleaning our hands or preparing food. But aging skin has different needs entirely. When the protective surface becomes thin and fragile, washing the entire body too frequently can sometimes weaken the very barrier that helps keep harmful bacteria out. You may have noticed that older skin bruises or tears more easily than it once did. A watch band that feels slightly tight, the edge of a cardboard box, or even removing a small adhesive bandage can leave a mark. This happens because the skin is thinner, less elastic, and not as firmly supported by tissue underneath. The healing process also becomes slower with age. Blood circulation may not deliver oxygen and nutrients to damaged skin as efficiently as before. The body's repair systems may take longer to respond. A tiny crack or scrape that once healed in days may remain irritated for much longer. Frequent bathing can add to this problem in several ways. Hot water removes protective oils. Soap can leave the skin dry. Vigorous rubbing with a washcloth or towel may create small injuries that are almost impossible to see. Each one may appear insignificant. Together, they can leave the skin more vulnerable to infection. I had another patient named Frank, a 79-year-old widower, who took a shower every morning and scrubbed his arms and legs firmly. He wanted to feel completely clean. One afternoon, his daughter noticed a small red patch near his elbow. Frank had not felt any pain and couldn't remember injuring himself. He ignored it. Over the next few days, the area became warmer and more tender. His doctor explained that a tiny break in the dry skin had allowed bacteria to enter. Frank didn't need to give up bathing. He simply needed a gentler routine. He began taking shorter showers 2 or 3 times a week, using lukewarm water and mild cleanser only where truly needed. On other days, he used a soft, damp cloth to clean his face, underarms, feet, and other areas where sweat or odor could collect. He stopped scrubbing and began patting himself dry instead of rubbing with a towel. This targeted cleaning maintained good hygiene without exposing the entire body to water and soap every day. The hands, face, underarms, groin, and feet need regular attention. But the arms, back, chest, and legs don't require a complete wash each morning. Individual needs matter. Someone who exercises regularly, works outdoors, or experiences heavy sweating may need more frequent cleaning. Wounds, rashes, swelling, warmth, unusual pain, or spreading redness should always be evaluated by a healthcare professional. But for most healthy seniors, protecting the natural barrier with fewer full baths and gentle spot cleaning may be safer than bathing too often. Now let's talk about something that genuinely frightens me as a doctor. For many older adults, the bathroom is one of the most dangerous rooms in the entire home. A wet floor offers very little traction. Soap residue makes the surface even more slippery. Steam may fog mirrors and shower doors, making it harder to see edges or objects on the floor. Balance changes with age significantly. The muscles in the legs and core may become weaker. Reaction time may slow down. The inner ear may not provide the same sense of stability it once did. Inside a shower, a person may need to lift one foot to wash it, turn around in a narrow space, reach above the head, or close their eyes while rinsing shampoo. Each movement briefly shifts the body's center of balance. Hot water creates an additional problem. It may cause blood vessels to widen, which can temporarily lower blood pressure. For someone who takes blood pressure medication or becomes dizzy when standing, this sudden change can lead to lightheadedness. A person may feel perfectly well entering the bathroom, then become unsteady after several minutes under hot water. I had a patient named Dorothy, an active 81-year-old who lived alone. One morning, she stepped into the shower before eating breakfast. The water was hotter than usual. After several minutes, she began to feel weak. When she turned to reach for the soap, her foot slid slightly. She managed to catch the wall and avoided falling, but the experience frightened her. Until that moment, she had never thought of bathing as a risk. Not every older adult is fortunate enough to catch themselves. A fall in the bathroom can result in a broken wrist, a hip fracture, or a serious head injury. Recovery may involve surgery, weeks of rehabilitation, and a temporary move away from home. In some cases, the physical injury heals, but confidence does not. A person may begin avoiding the shower, walking less, or relying on family members for activities they once handled independently. That loss of confidence gradually affects independence. After one frightening fall, even getting dressed may feel less secure. This is why reducing full showers can sometimes be a practical safety decision, rather than a sign of poor hygiene. On non-shower days, a warm washcloth can clean the areas needing attention. The face, underarms, groin, feet, and skin folds can be gently washed. This allows an older adult to remain fresh without repeatedly entering a wet and slippery space. The bathroom itself can also be made much safer. Grab bars should be installed where they can support your full weight, especially near the entrance and inside the shower. A non-slip mat provides better traction. A shower chair allows washing without standing for long periods. Keeping soap, towels, and shampoo within easy reach reduces unnecessary bending. Good lighting matters equally. The floor should remain clear of loose rugs or clothing that could become tripping hazards. Being slightly less than perfectly scrubbed for one day is rarely a serious threat. A fall, however, can change an older person's health, confidence, and independence in seconds. The lesson is not to fear bathing. It's to approach it differently. After 70, staying safe on your feet may be far more important than taking a full shower every single day. Now, here's something that surprises most people. Your body actually has its own cleaning system. Your skin is not a lifeless surface waiting to collect dirt. It's an active organ with its own natural systems for protecting, renewing, and balancing itself every day. One system is the skin microbiome. the community of tiny microorganisms that naturally live on your skin's surface. The word bacteria often sounds harmful, but many of these organisms are helpful. They compete with unwanted germs, support the skin's defenses, and help maintain the slightly acidic environment that healthy skin needs. Your skin also produces a thin layer of natural oil. This oil helps trap moisture, reduces friction, and forms part of the barrier that keeps irritants from entering. After 70, your body produces less of this oil. This makes every remaining bit even more valuable. At the same time, your skin is constantly renewing itself. Old cells gradually loosen and fall away. Newer cells rise toward the surface. This happens quietly, without any scrubbing or harsh cleansing. Your body is already doing a great deal of cleaning on its own. Problems begin when we interfere too aggressively with this balance. Long showers, strong soaps, antibacterial products, and frequent scrubbing may wash away protective oils and disturb the helpful microorganisms living on your skin. Imagine a garden where every plant, insect, and microorganism plays a role. If everything is stripped away in the name of perfect cleanliness, the soil becomes weaker rather than healthier. Skin responds similarly when its natural balance is disturbed. Dryness, burning, redness, or itching may appear more easily. A younger person may use strong cleanser and feel normal again quickly. But senior skin may remain dry and irritated for days. Repeating the same routine every morning prevents the protective barrier from fully recovering. Some people reach for antibacterial soap because it sounds safer, but unless there's a specific medical reason, stronger does not always mean better. Removing too many helpful organisms may leave the skin less balanced and more sensitive to irritation. This doesn't mean ignoring visible dirt, sweat, or odor. It means cleanliness should be gentle and targeted. Mild soap can be used on areas needing it most. Plain, lukewarm water may be enough for other parts. Scrubbing is rarely necessary when skin is thin or already dry. The body isn't asking you to do nothing. It's asking you not to work against it. Sometimes the healthiest choice is supporting natural systems already in place, instead of constantly stripping them away. Now let's talk about what experts actually recommend. Many healthcare professionals, including dermatologists and geriatric specialists, agree that for healthy seniors with normal daily activities, bathing once or twice a week is often enough to maintain good hygiene while protecting the skin. That recommendation may sound unusual. Many of us grew up believing a daily shower was simply part of being healthy. For decades, it became routine that few people questioned. But healthy aging is not doing everything the same way forever. It's adapting your habits as your body changes. The ideal bathing schedule depends on several important factors. Your overall health matters. Someone recovering from surgery, living with certain skin conditions, or experiencing incontinence may require more frequent cleansing. A healthy older adult spending most of the day indoors may not need a full shower every day. Physical activity matters too. If you exercise regularly or spend time outdoors in warm weather, you may sweat more and need to bathe more often. But if your daily routine involves reading and relaxing at home, your skin is likely collecting much less sweat and dirt than you might imagine. Living environment makes a difference. People in hot, humid climates need more frequent washing than those in cooler areas. Seasonal changes matter. During winter, when indoor heating dries the air, frequent hot showers may leave aging skin even more dehydrated. Rather than following a rigid schedule, many experts recommend a simpler approach. A full bath or shower once or twice a week may be enough for many seniors. Areas that naturally collect perspiration and bacteria can be cleaned every day. The face, hands, underarms, groin, feet, and skin folds can be gently washed with a soft washcloth, warm water, and mild cleanser. This routine helps maintain cleanliness without exposing the entire body to soap and hot water every day. Now let's talk about something I see frequently in my practice. Bathing may appear simple, but for many older adults, it's physically demanding. A shower requires much more than standing under running water. It requires walking across a slippery room, removing clothing, stepping over an edge, reaching different parts of the body, washing hair, drying off, and getting dressed again. Each movement uses strength, balance, flexibility, and coordination. Muscle mass naturally decreases with age, particularly in the legs, hips, and core. These muscles are essential for standing safely and maintaining balance. When they become weaker, remaining upright throughout an entire shower can feel like a workout. By the time someone finishes, their legs may feel shaky. They may need to sit down simply to recover. Hot water can make the experience even more tiring. Heat causes blood vessels to widen, which may lower blood pressure and leave someone feeling lightheaded or weak. The heart may need to work harder to keep blood circulating properly, especially in a warm, steamy room. For seniors with heart or circulation problems, a long hot shower may result in unusual fatigue, a racing heartbeat, or shortness of breath. Joint pain creates another challenge. Washing lower legs and feet requires bending. Cleaning the back or hair involves reaching and lifting the arms. For someone living with arthritis or limited shoulder movement, these ordinary actions become uncomfortable and exhausting. I had a patient named Arthur, an 80-year-old who insisted on showering every morning. He had followed the same routine throughout his adult life. Arthur often felt tired afterward, but assumed it was simply part of getting older. On shower days, he sometimes skipped his afternoon walk because his knees hurt and his energy had disappeared. He also noticed that preparing lunch felt more difficult. When his occupational therapist asked about his daily routine, Arthur finally realized how much energy bathing was taking. He reduced full showers to a few times a week and used a warm washcloth for daily cleaning. He also added a shower chair and replaced his fixed shower head with a handheld one. Within a short time, bathing felt safer and less exhausting. He had more strength for walking, cooking, and visiting neighbors. A shower chair makes an enormous difference because it removes the need to stand for the entire bath. Sitting also reduces strain on painful joints and lowers the chance of becoming unsteady. A handheld shower head allows water to be directed exactly where needed without excessive bending or reaching. Keeping the shower brief and using comfortably warm water rather than very hot water can further reduce fatigue. It may help to bathe when energy levels are highest, rather than early morning when stiffness is worse, or late evening when the body is already tired. Energy is a limited resource, especially in later life. Spending too much of it on one routine leaves less strength for activities that support independence and bring meaning to the day. Now, here's something important to understand. Good hygiene and taking a full bath are not the same thing. Bathing is only one part of personal care. After 70, it may not always be the most practical or safest way to stay fresh. There are many simple alternatives that can maintain cleanliness without requiring you to stand in a slippery shower, bend repeatedly, or use large amounts of energy. A soft washcloth or gentle cleansing wipe can be used to clean the underarms, groin, feet, and skin folds where sweat or odor tends to collect. These areas usually need more attention than the arms, back, or legs. For seniors with sensitive skin, a damp cloth with lukewarm water may be more comfortable than heavily scented wipes. The skin should be cleaned gently rather than scrubbed, then carefully dried, especially between the toes and within skin folds where trapped moisture may cause irritation. Hand washing remains one of the most important hygiene habits at any age. Washing your hands after using the bathroom, before preparing food, before eating, and after coughing or sneezing can reduce the spread of germs far more effectively than taking an unnecessary full-body shower. Oral hygiene is equally important. Brushing your teeth twice a day, cleaning dentures properly, and keeping your mouth moist can help prevent discomfort, bad breath, and dental problems. An older adult may have freshly washed skin, but if oral care is neglected, an essential part of daily hygiene is still missing. Changing into clean clothing creates an immediate sense of freshness. Underwear and socks should usually be changed every day. Shirts, pajamas, and other garments can be replaced as needed. Clean clothes remove accumulated sweat and odor without placing any stress on the skin or requiring a trip into the shower. Deodorant may help control underarm odor. Dry shampoo can refresh the hair between regular washes, though too much product can build up on the scalp. Hygiene should never become a test of endurance. A routine that works for one person may be completely unsuitable for another. Mobility, skin condition, bladder control, cognitive health, Personal preferences and available assistance should all be considered. The goal is not achieving an unrealistic standard of perfect cleanliness. It's remaining comfortable, healthy, socially confident, and safe. Personal care should adapt to the individual, not force the individual to struggle with a routine that no longer suits their body. Growing older does not mean giving up cleanliness. It means learning to care for your body in a wiser, gentler, and safer way. For many seniors, bathing every day may not be necessary. In some cases, it can dry the skin, disturb its natural protection, increase the risk of falls, and use up valuable energy. A routine built around fewer full showers, gentle daily cleaning, clean clothes, oral care, and a safer bathroom may be far more suitable. The most important lesson is simple. Do not follow an old habit just because you have always done it that way. Listen to your body. Consider your health and mobility. Choose a routine that helps you feel clean without causing discomfort or exhaustion. If this information was helpful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps more people over 60 find content that changes their health. Because most people don't know this. Most think they need to follow the same routine they've always done, but the healthiest choice is adapting as your body changes.